Hello, your fellow students. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, whenever you're listening to this record. This is Miss Salma, and today we're going to discuss some flight inventions that have been invented throughout the years. All right, so here we have four different flight inventions. We have A, B, C, and D. Again, we have four different flight inventions. Which one do you think is the oldest? From just how they look, which one do you think is the oldest? I can show you another pictures. This is A, this is B, a normal airplane, this is C, and this is D. So the oldest of these all is the Ornithopter, which is D. This is called Ornithopter. Ornithopter is designed by the Ornithopter is designed by Leonardo da Vinci. All right, he designed it. It was one of the very first designs to fly, like for a human being to be able to fly. However, it was never built. Nobody have ever built it or actually made one, and it was just a design. It was only a design. But recently, like Leonardo da Vinci just drew it on a piece of paper. He made the design, but nobody ever built it. Recently, 100 years ago, for example, that's recent, somebody tried to take this design and actually create a similar machine to this, but it did not actually work, and it was not really a successful one. So it was only a design, and it was never built when Leonardo da Vinci designed it. But recently, like in the 19,000, somebody tried to actually create or build this machine, but it did not really work well. It was a little bit slow, and it was tiring. How do we fly? Can you see the hands of this man? It's like he's holding a rope, and this rope is connecting to the wings, and he is supposed to be flapping the wings of this machine. So it's a little bit of a hard machine. All right, so this is the oldest one. We also have, this is called the wingsuit. This is a wingsuit, and it's used for, I think you already know, skydiving. It's used for skydiving. All right, and it's new, it's recent. And we also have the aeroplane. This is a very normal airplane. It's called the Dreamliner. This is the model, and the brand of this is called Boeing 787 Dreamliner. It's one of the biggest airplanes that takes passengers and travels, like for normal passengers, people who travel from one country to another. It's one of the biggest airplanes, this 787 Dreamliner airplane. And the first one is a space shuttle. This part is called the space shuttle, and it goes to space. It's like a rocket that goes to space. And these two things falling are called boosters. Again, we said we have the space shuttle, the thing that actually goes to space. It's a space shuttle, and it goes to space, very normal. But how does it go up to space? We use these two boosters. They're called rocket boosters. We use the rocket boosters. From their name, they boost the space shuttle, and then they eject or fall. Again, they give a push at the beginning to the space shuttle or the space rocket, and then the two rocket boosters fall. So they're not supposed to go with the space shuttle to space. No, after they give it the first push, after they give it the first boost, they after that fall down or eject. As you can see here, this is when these two rocket boosters are falling. All right, so do the rocket boosters go to space with the rocket or with the space shuttle? No, they don't. After they give the rocket the boost, they fall down. All right, so these were 4 flight inventions. You can search about each to find out when each of them was built or designed, when it was firstly invented, when they were invented, and invented by who invented them. And we already know that the Ornithopter is designed by Leonardo da Vinci. All right, here we have a quote for Leonardo da Vinci that says, "For once you have tasted flight, you will walk the earth with your eyes turned skywards." What does this quote mean? It means that, can we taste flight? Can we taste flight? Of course we can't. So it means once you have experienced or tried flying, you will walk on the earth or on earth with your eyes turned skywards. You will always look up to the sky because this is to show how interesting flying is. All right, so for once you have tasted flight, you will walk earth with your eyes turned skywards. So we can deduce that or understand that Leonardo da Vinci really liked flying, and that's why he tried inventing a machine. It was just like a attempt. He was just attempting or trying to make a machine or come up with a machine that can make people actually fly like birds and not just like in an aeroplane or a rocket or something. Right. Here you have a video. You're supposed to, this PowerPoint presentation is already on LMS. It's in the vocabulary section. You can watch this video. It's about a myth, a story, a fiction story about 2 men, a man and his son. They're called Daedalus and Icarus. And here are some questions. After watching the video, you will need to answer these questions. All right, this whole file is on LMS already. And here we have, all right, here we have booster. Research the 2 things called boosters. Again, they give the rocket the initial power, the power at the beginning to make it go up so fast and then they fall. Okay, it's flying. All right, next we have the word experiment. Meaning of experiment is to experiment something, is to try something yourself or to make an experiment. Again, it's both verb and a noun. An experiment is things like you do in the science fair. You put some chemical material on another and you come up with a new chemical material. All right. And then we have exploration. Exploration is when you travel to explore something or you go to a new country to know more about it. Again, going to a new place to know more about this place. Explore, to find out new things. Like going to the space, it's kind of exploration. Going to another country, going to the desert, going to the jungle. These are all exploration trips or journeys. All right. Next we have, these are the vocabulary, guys. Flight. The word flight means flight. When you go up in the sky and fly, the process of flying is called flight. Idea. It means idea. An idea could be a good idea or a bad idea. And it pops up in your mind. It's something that you cannot touch. It's something that's always in your mind. All right, next, invention. Invention, like the wheel invention, like the telephone invention, like a robot, and so on. Like also Thomas Edison, he created the light bulb. So yeah, inventions are things that are created newly and nobody have ever thought or nobody has ever thought of creating this machine, something that has never existed and they just created. Okay, I'm very sorry for interruption, guys. Moving on, Ornithopter is this machine designed by Leonardo da Vinci, and it was never built. These are just pictures and designs, things that are never true. Even when somebody tried later to build it, it was not a successful one.